to book signing. So I thought I would come on for a few minutes and say hi, everyone. So ciao, tutti. Hope your night is going great. Oh my gosh, I'm on such an adrenaline rush, kind of. So, Service Dog Pipsy Helps After a Hurricane is my book, and all of the books that I sell in Johnson County, Tennessee are going to the Johnson County Long-Term Recovery Group. It's based on our true story. Pipsy is my service dog. He and I went 35 miles in 30 days to go get relief supplies and bring them back. So the book is our true story. I did a book signing a couple of days ago, which went great. Had a great time. Or wait a minute, that was yesterday. It was yesterday that I did a book signing. My days are all running together. But anyway, so I get this phone call. Hey, Colorado Golden Spike Man, welcome. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. So I get this phone call. Oh, I have an in-scale train layout. That's so cool. You all, when you come back and you hear this part of the replay, go check out his channel. It's Colorado Spike Man 94. He's got, like, if you're a train fan, this is the place to go. So, yeah. So, with my book here, I get a phone call, and the person says, hey, we've got a mission team. They've come in, and we want to tell them about the hurricane. Why don't you come and bring the books down? So I'm like, okay, be glad to do that. When do you want me? How about 10 minutes? I was like, can I put together what I'm going to say and get her done in 10 minutes and get there? Oh my gosh, because nothing like getting a call at the last second, right? So they're like, yeah, could you just like come now and bring the books and talk to the group? And I'm so thankful for you all, because if I hadn't had the experience doing these live streams, I don't know what I would have done. Because talking to a group of about 45 people on the spur of the moment is kind of crazy. Absolutely crazy. OMG, what's your dog's name? It's Pipsy. This book is about Pipsy. It's actually the second one in the series. And this is the one about what we did after the hurricane. Because when Helene came through, it was just like this whole region of Appalachia was just decimated. And we got in the van and started driving and going to look for supplies. And so what we saw pretty quickly was, in order to find supplies, you have to go out of the disaster area, and you have to go out for a pretty good bit, because everybody who's on the fringes, they're looking for supplies too. Even if they're okay, they've got friends and family that aren't. So, yeah. So, hey, we've got 18 in here. Please give me some likes on the video, okay? I would love that. It really does help. Thank you. Moons S's like the video, like the live. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So let's see. Colorado Spikeman. Oh, has an 1862 Central Pacific Railroad spike made in California. That is so cool. Yeah, I appreciate the likes. Thank you. And Therian Anime Kid, hi. Maya, hi. Oh, wow, you're from Japan. That is so cool. So cool. So Moons, I appreciate those reminders. Okay, so what does that mean? The Konichi, I'm gonna write that down so I can look it up. Ichiwa. So what do I do for a living? I have a disability, so basically I do YouTubes. It means hello. That is so cool. Thank you for teaching me the new word. I'm writing this down. That is so cool. Thank you. So, yeah, and then, of course, I've started writing the books, which was the signing. Oh, I think you're doing great. Colorado Spikeman is a railroad expert. Hey, we've got Spider-Man the hero. Hey, Spider-Man. It's good to see you. Yeah, Therian, if you can keep up with a chat, your English has to be pretty good. You know? So that's great. So I'm just kind of decompressing after the book signing. Because Spider-Man, I was saying that I was really glad I had the experience of doing lives, because I don't know how I would have handled the whole impromptu book signing and trying to come up with what to say to people, because there was like about 45 people here at the sudden signing that I wasn't planning on doing. But when somebody calls and they're like, hey, we've got a mission team coming in helping, can you come down and bring some books and tell them about the hurricane? I didn't want to tell them no, because, like I said, all of the profits for every book that I sell here in Johnson County is going to stay in Johnson County, because they didn't get any federal funding. I mean, FEMA was here for a little while, and I'm not sure what all they did that was so great, but otherwise, it's, this whole corner of Appalachia is just kind of falling off the map. It's 11 p.m. in Japan. Okay, it is, I'm not even sure what time it is, hold on. At 8:15. 8:15. Now, that's on the East Coast. And I think we've got some people maybe that are in other time zones. Yes, I'm not going to say that, I promise. Spider-Man's giving me a hard time because one time on one of my live streams, I hollered at Google. No, I haven't. Southern number 4501. No. I'm going to write that down, though. $4501. Okay. Hi, Hettywood. Nothing's happening right now. It's over. Decompressing. Because what happened was, I've written this book about the hurricane when it hit here in Appalachia. And so yesterday I did a book signing, so somebody called me and they're like, hey, can you come down and bring some books and talk about the hurricane? So I was like, sure, when? And I'm thinking like maybe in a few days or whatever. And they're like, now? How soon? Where are you? How far are you? And I was like, whoa. So that went well, but no pressure. What time, America? Okay, so we have multiple time zones, and I'm in the Eastern time zone. And here it's I guess it's about 8:18 now. Oh, Southern 4501 is going back to its original color. Okay, for those of you who don't know, Colorado Spikeman's a railroad expert, and he is telling me about Southern engine 4501, so that's the number of the engine. And he says it's going back to the original color, Southern Crescent paint scheme. Nice. Nice. Colorado Spikeman says, I am 2, it's 7:17. Okay. Now that's Central Time Zone, right? I think it's so cool. Time change this Sunday back 1 hour. Ah, I didn't know that. I have been hiding under a rock, it seems like. Hi, Natalie. Welcome. Glad you could join us. Now, if you've not been here before, feel free to subscribe. I do some travel, some lifestyle, some service dog videos, some live streams where we just talk about whatever. Spider-Man's here. Longtime friend of the channel. And we've got Spikeman here. He's a longtime friend. So you're among good company. So I do want to ask you all to give me a like on the live stream because we've got right now we've got 7 people in and I only have 1 like. But people come in and then they go because that's just how live streams are. And I'm just glad for anybody that stops by. But yeah. You live in Tokyo. Oh, fun. This Saturday it's Spring Forward. Okay, so yeah. Spring Forward, fall back. Gotcha. Thank you for liking. Thank you. Yay, thank you for saying that, Spikeman. Wow. Tokyo is so different. Yeah, I'm not rattled at all. Yeah, I am. I'm rattled. But unexpected blessings, I'm just glad for them. Because I did sell 4 books, and that's going to be, it's not a lot of money, but every little bit helps. And so I'm asking the long-term recovery group to please use this money for events. Because they want to do things periodically, and there's no funding for little things. We want to do an Easter egg hunt for the clients of the long-term recovery group, because some of them, okay, you all, we still have people who are displaced, and they're staying with friends, they're staying with family, some of them are couch surfing. So to help the kids, we want to do a little Easter egg hunt for them, but they don't have funds for that. So that's why I'm doing the book. So it'll help. Yeah. He's doing pretty good. Busy, but that's just kind of how life goes. But yeah, he's doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm going to look at old railroad tracks this Friday. There you go. You'll have fun doing that. You'll have fun. I was thinking the other day about trying to adjust my phone here and hit the wrong thing, so sorry about that. But I was thinking the other day about the train stuff. I had to go up near La Follette, and obviously Colorado Spikeman knows, but La Follette was the same. La Follette, Tennessee, which is like this little nowhere place, and they had a massive train wreck back in I think it was the 40s. Go and look at old railroad tracks this Friday. They belong to Southern. Yeah, enjoy it. I hope the weather is good. Our weather here right now is not bad, but I'll be darned if snow's not coming in next week. Last thing we need is more snow. I don't know who ticked off Mother Nature, but somebody needs to send her some chocolate and apologize. And then maybe she'll get it straightened out. Because it's supposed to be, like 70 almost later this week, and then snow next week. It's crazy. 1947, okay. I could just remember it was in the 40s. And yeah, and this little section where the accident happened is so hard to get to. Like, even now, it's difficult. And all I have is like this little tiny plaque. So I keep hoping that someday tourism is going to put maybe this little spot where you can like pull over and actually see it, because people don't know about the train wreck from the 40s. And I think it's something that, it's just one of those little bits of history that's fallen through the cracks. And, these were soldiers, they were veterans who were was on the train at the time it happened. And I've heard the story from some older people who were living there at the time about how the town just really came through and did whatever they could to try to help. And this was a really, like, La Follette is not a big town now. I mean, it's tiny. Southern passenger train. But there were soldiers on it, though, I was told. The cars are still there, okay? Hey, Todd Saw is in. Hi, Todd. I caught your live stream. So, now, Colorado Spike Man, Todd Saw did a live stream today from a train depot. And he was showing us, like about transmitting the Morse code and all about the depot. You should check out his channel. I think you two would you got some common interests there. Now, going back to the train wreck in La Follette, I didn't see any cars when I was there, but that's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of want to go back. And I was going by there the other day, and I almost stopped, but it was getting dark, and you can't see anything in the dark. But when I was up there, it was summer, so all the trees are nice and leafy, and you can't really see that much. So I was thinking that with the trees down, the leaves down, maybe that would be a good time to go back. Oh, Todd. Cool. So, yeah, but that was bad. I'm going to have to go back and look to see. Because I didn't know that parts of the train were still there. But I did want to go back, since the leaves are down, specifically to try to get I'd like to get a picture of the plaque, but you've got to look like over the creek. So that's pretty cool. And Todd, I'm a little train buff. Not like my husband, though. And certainly not like Colorado. But I enjoy him. And Temple, where you did the live stream today, Todd, that actually was on our list of places that we want to go. What we hope to do, and I am learning to not make concrete plans with my life, but what we hope to do is when we go see my granddaughter later in the summer, I want to take a longer vacation if he can get it off, and stop and go back to Chattanooga, and there's a couple of things I want to do, and then just kind of take this tour and kind of meander and stop at the railroad museum that you did, and go on over and stop to Carlsbad Caverns, because I haven't seen that yet, and then just kind of make this large loop. Okay, like the wheel sets and bolsters and a lot are there, still it's parts, junk, yeah. I can see where it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be green, yeah. I knew green was the color, so I'm glad. I'm always glad to see things go back to its original, just to keep that history alive. Because I think that's important, because we're losing so much of our history. Because you can't, like, they can teach history all 4 years of high school and all the years up to that, and they're still not going to get everything in. But railroading is something we need to know more about. So, yeah, we don't need to be losing this history. Because for you all who come by later, the big push to expand this country, a lot of it came through the railroads. And I mean, certainly we had the wagon trains. We had the Mormon wagon train, we had the Oregon Trail, and various other wagon trains, Texas train, there were wagon trains. But the actual railroad was huge in the development of the country, and I don't think that we really realize that. 4501, always green and white, cool. Very good. Oh my gosh, I was through Damascus, Virginia the other day. What was I doing in Damascus? I have no idea. But anyway, I was through Damascus, Virginia the other day, and I don't know, there's this company that's doing the railroad cars, and you can rent them out for a night to sleep in and all this stuff. And it's a really cool concept, but I drove past, and those railroad cars are this bright shade of blue with this like white stripe going down the sides of them. I should do a little video next time I'm down through there. And I cannot figure out what that's supposed to go with, or if it's supposed to go with anything. It is this loud blue that probably, okay, Pipsy's vest here, it's like, okay, his collar, I'll say his collar. It's like that kind of bright blue with this white stripe down the side of it. The Caboose Hotel, that's the old Wabash cars. Okay, I thought the Wabash cars were green. So apparently I'm wrong. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of that's green. And I can't remember the word for it, but it's the one that is out there in West Tennessee at the Casey Jones Museum. Is that green? No, that one might be brown. Never mind. Wabash is blue and white. See, Wabash was not even on my radar screen. I'm gonna write that down so I can look that up and learn more about that. Because that will make more sense to me. Because I couldn't figure out why would they paint it blue, so thank you for telling me. Illinois Central, okay. I'm gonna write that down too. Illinois Central. That works. Thank you. I'm glad you told me that. Because I've never seen blue train cars before, I'll be honest. I guess with it being in Illinois, that would make sense that I haven't seen it because I've been more like, the whole southeast. Although I guess it would have come down at least into Kentucky. Pullman. The Pullman is the name of the one that I was trying to think of at Casey Jones. Pretty sure that's a Pullman. Yeah, lots of neat stuff there. But y'all, if you ever get a chance, look up some of the railroad history stuff because it's really pretty cool. It is. Okay. So I got one right. As tired as I am, I'm amazed I got anything right. But I wanted to come on today because I've been trying to do videos on Tuesdays, and that's what I was working on when I got the call to come down and do the book signing. Yeah. Yeah, and it was in Vaughn, Mississippi. And it's really interesting too. You all, and Spikeman knows this. He can probably recite it backwards in his sleep. But Casey Jones was a train engineer, and he's credited for either being the hero or the villain in this story. And it's just kind of basically whoever you're talking to. And it's really fascinating how the same person is simultaneously hailed as a hero by one group and then blamed for the train accident by another group. And I'm not going to give too much of it away because I want you all to go learn about it. But it's pretty cool. And Vaughn, Mississippi is not a big place, you all. But that's where the wreck was. So. Oh. Well, I think I hear them about to lock up. But I just wanted to come on for a few minutes and say hi to everybody. And those of y'all who are here now, don't forget, give me a like on the live stream, please. Like it. There was a caboose on the main line, yep. But one of the folks that I talked to, not at the Casey Jones Museum, but it was at another museum. It was down in Mississippi. I don't remember now which name of it is. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, they were like going off on how he was driving too fast, he wasn't paying attention, he might have fallen asleep, how they really don't know, and how there was all this documentation that he actually may have caused the wreck. So I just think it's interesting. Because like today we have fake news we talk about, but it's like which part of history actually got it right? And the only ones that would ever know would be whoever was in the train car, the engineer. Train Museum in Macomb, Mississippi. Yeah, that's not where I was. This was a really rinky-dink, little, small, it may have been near Tupelo. I don't think it was in Tupelo, but I think it was near Tupelo. I'll have to go back and drag out a map and see if that'll jog my memory. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's going to log up. So, yeah, well, since she's locking up, I'm going to say good night. Thank you all for coming into the live stream. I appreciate it. And go out and be bodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living. I really appreciate it. And if you get a chance, check this out. So, thank you all. Good night. Yes, ma'am.